Hey, it's Jake Mace, the vegan athlete, and I'm here with Greg Peterson today at his tree sale. What are you doing here today?
Oh my gosh. So for the past 15 years, what I do in the fall is I teach people about fruit trees.
Okay.
How to grow fruit trees, when to plant them, how to nurture them, how to actually get fruit off of them.
And it seems like this is like a bunch of deciduous.
Right, and this is the
trees.
deciduous part. So in the fall, I give all those free classes, and then they have an opportunity to purchase trees. Then they all
You
come
give
in
free classes on edible trees?
all the time.
How do they find out about that? How
all
do
the time.
people-
Urbanfarm.org.
Urbanfarm.org. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there's an events calendar on urbanfarm.org.
You also have like a growing calendar on urbanfarm.org.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, that's a
Because I used it when I first started gardening, of knowing when to plant beans, when to plant
Right,
broccoli.
exactly. That's what people don't know that. Because you can go into most nurseries in February and March this time of year and buy broccoli. Forget it.
It'll
Wrong
go to
time of
seed.
year. That's right.
It'll
It'll go to
bolt.
seed. So a friend of mine about 20 years ago, and I put together this planting calendar on what to plant when. It's free.
That's free.
urbanfarm.org.
They just download it.
Just download it.
Cool. So what do you got behind us right here, right now?
Oh my gosh! Right here, right now, are grapes, pomegranates. We got some berries over here, figs.
My favorite fruit.
The fig. Yeah.
Oh my God.
How many fig
Raspberries.
trees do you have?
7.
Nice.
Different varieties. And the
Nice.
raspberries. I love raspberries.
And the raspberries, yeah.
So those will work in Phoenix area.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of shade maybe.
Yeah, a lot of shade in the
Lot of shade.
afternoon. A lot of shade in the afternoon.
And then how about all these deciduous trees you have against this
So
wall over here?
these are the bare root deciduous trees that we've got over here.
And they're sitting in really good compost.
Yeah, they are sitting in really good compost. This is a process called healing them in.
Okay, what does that mean?
Basically, what we do is we cover their roots with soil,
Okay.
so they don't dry out.
Okay. And then when the weather gets warmer, the new roots just start coming out
Yep.
and they come back to
Exactly.
life.
In fact, some of these are budding out already.
That's awesome.
It's really amazing. It's third week of January, and we got growth on some of these already.
Let's say somebody had in the Phoenix area just starting out like I was, and wants to do three edible trees. What do you think?
A
three?
desert gold peach,
Okay.
a Katy apricot,
Okay.
and an Anna or Dosha golden apple.
Okay.
That all just kick butt here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome. But what I want to say too is that when I first started doing the edible gardening thing in 2011, right? I took Greg's class on water harvesting
Oh yes.
at Desert Gas. So now I have my whole house capped for harvesting the rainwater.
You know, one of the things I love about what you did,
What is that?
when you came to my class, you said, "Hey, this is my backyard.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do with my backyard. What do I do next?"
Right.
And I said, "What?"
Don't do anything. You said look at where the sun sets and where
I
it
did.
rises.
Yeah, I
and where
did. I said all that,
microclimates are.
right? But
you
what
said
did
to
I
wait
tell
a
you?
minute.
What did I tell? Right.
Wait
So,
like a month and get to know your yard.
that I did say. But then
Yeah.
I said add wood chips.
Wood chips.
And you have added how many cubic yards of wood chips to your backyard?
I think I've added 11 truckloads. Each truckload is 50 cubic yards. So is that 600 cubic yards of wood
Amazing.
chips
And your backyard's a jungle, man. It went from dirt to a jungle, right?
in 3 years? Yeah.
Love it.
That's cool.
Love it.
And bigger every year.
Yeah.
But then I took your tour at the urban farm and
Yeah.
you've been doing it for like 30 years.
Yeah, 25 years. Yeah.
25 years. That's awesome. Right here. What's on the table?
So what we have. So
This looks like tropical stuff.
this is tropical stuff, and it's not the tropical stuff that's going to get burned by frost. So this is the more frost tolerant stuff, and so these are Big Jim loquats.
Loquats.
And loquat, it's a really cool fruit. It's they do get big. They can get as big as your house.
Number one question I get with loquats is it a kumquat?
No, no. Kumquats are citrus-like.
Right.
Loquats are more tropical in nature. They're about that size, kind of apricot-like, and they have a nice apricot texture. The cool thing about loquats here in the desert is they ripen in April. So it's the only fruit that we really
Super
have that
early.
comes right. It's super early.
Yeah.
Now it kind of overlaps with citrus, which is really cool.
Cool.
Because citrus starts in like November-ish, and lasts
Keeps
until
going
about
until-
June.
yeah.
Right. So we have that big gap there for citrus. But loquats, love loquats.
It's like one of my favorite fruits of all time.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh, do you have one?
We have 3. I love them.
Nice.
So good. But
Nice.
these big gyms are great, and you have also the just the big gyms.
These are
1
big
gallon
gyms.
and 5 gallon.
1 gallon and 5 gallon big Jims, absolutely. These are called Suriname cherries. Suriname cherries. Every year I bring in a few things that are experiment. I tell people we're going to experiment with these.
Okay.
So we're experimenting with these.
Well, I'll get one from you and I'll experiment.
All right, perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic.
And then what else do you have? What do you have over here with your fertilizers and with your crumbles?
So,
I know I got this from you before, the dry crumbles, the bioflora fertilizer.
right.
Made my moringa trees go crazy.
Oh, it does do that. It
Yeah.
does do that. So here's the deal. This is organic fertilizer.
Okay.
And I always say put organic fertilizer on your stuff. The problem is it's so dang expensive. I mean, you go and get a 5-pound box of fertilizer and it's $15. So this company here, it's called Global Organics. They're actually here in the valley.
So it's local.
It's local.
That's cool.
That's really cool. And they typically just sell to farmers.
So when I first put my moringa trees on the ground when they were this big, they got a little bit of shock and they were looking kind of yellow, and I sprinkled your crumbles on there for about like a couple different cycles.
Nice.
And now they're 20-foot tall.
Yeah, exactly. There's 2 steps to the fruit tree program. One step is the deciduous stuff. So this is the deciduous pickup. Happens usually the 2nd week of January or so. And then there's the citrus that comes in next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of citrus that you plant?
Trovita orange.
Trovita orange?
Trovita orange is it's an amazing tree. It's kind of navel-like.
Okay.
There's a few seeds in it.
You
It
seem
peels.
kind of obsessed with oranges. You seem to love this.
Yes, here's why.
Okay.
One of the big reasons I love oranges is because they last on the tree for a long time.
Yeah, and
You
as
know,
they get like more mature, they get sweeter.
There you go.
Sugar is coming.
Exactly. So, if you have a peach tree in your yard, you get peaches for like 2 weeks.
And then the birds get them and they overripe them.
Yeah, exactly. And they're done after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you have a navel orange or a Trovita orange or a citrus in your yard, you can literally have fruit for 3 to 4 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started picking them in November at the urban farm, and I picked a bunch of them today, and we still have a bunch on the trees.
That's awesome.
So that's why I like citrus.
At the urban farm, you've kind of got a hedge of citrus that lines your front yard.
Yeah, we do the hedge along the front between the street and us. And people
you're
say
beating off your neighbors from stealing your oranges.
hey, you know what? People say that to me. They say, well, what happens if somebody takes the fruit? It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, okay, so. It's like,
Sharing everything.
here's my attitude.
And you have
is,
so many that you
Right.
overplanted. Yeah.
Right. So my attitude is food grows for free. We should grow it and give it away. So my goal is actually to get 10,000 urban farms here in Phoenix and get people thinking about this and growing their own food and sharing it so that if something does happen, who knows? We never know. If something were to happen, there's food growing everywhere. And if nothing ever happens,
We're eating healthier.
we're eating healthier because there's food growing everywhere, right?
What year did you plant your first tree at the urban farm? Do you think? What decade?
The 80s.
80s.
1989, the first fruit tree went in.
Nice.
I know. And this program, I love this program. We're
So-
going to deliver over 3,000 trees this year.
3,000 trees.
3,000 trees. And my goal over the next 15, 20 years is to build Phoenix into a place that grows enough food for us here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's
We can
good.
do it. If we're going to plant, it's never made sense to me. If you're going to plant something, you're going to nurture it, you're going to water it, you're going to fertilize it, make sure it's edible.
Exactly. Because it can still shade you and looks pretty.
Right.
And it's edible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome.